Hey, what's going on, guys? And today I wanted to do a video review for the Creative XP Glass Owl Binoculars. So these are really cool. I spent some time here playing around with them. I had a chance here. It's actually nighttime, so I was able to use them. I'll even do a quick demo at the end of the video here, showing you guys, kind of a demo of this with my room quite dark. I'll just shut off the lights to give you a demo. But let me actually go through first what this came with, and then I'll walk you through the functionality of the binoculars, and then we'll do the quick demo last. So basically this comes with several different things. You have a nice hard carry case. This isn't like super tough, but again, something that's going to work well if you're bringing this somewhere and you don't want it to get damaged. And then it also has another carrying case that is a little bit smaller and more flexible, whereas this one actually has a foam piece inside that can actually hold the binoculars. So you may even be able to fit this one inside of this guy, although I haven't tried yet. It came with both of these, so I think that's nice. It came with a nice cloth to clean up the lens. You have a cable here for connecting this to your computer or anything that you're going to be doing to actually synchronize your videos and photos. You have a universal branded Creative XP cable that could be used with, it looks like, Apple-based devices, Android, and you have a USB port here on the other end. This, I believe, could also be used, if I'm not mistaken, maybe as like an SD card slot to insert into your computer. So if you want to transfer files, anything like that. You have a loop band to actually hook to either of the bags, so that way you kind of have a carrying loop, and if you're going to be moving this around, you don't have to hold the you don't have to hold this strap the whole time. You could just put it over your shoulder. It comes with a very detailed instruction manual. Goes through everything. It's written in really good English. Basically goes through and explains how all the IR levels work, sound, how to set your focus, which is basically just adjusting this here. You move it back and forth. This unit actually does not work through Windows with the IR light turned on. Goes through some of the resolutions and video quality. So you're basically looking at a 1280 by 960 video or a 1280 by 960 photo. So you're not going to get like super insane quality out of this thing, but for what it is, it works really well. You have some options in terms of night vision sensitivity, power frequency, power saving options, state and time. It does require, when you first get it, 6 AA batteries. There's actually 3 that fit into these slots on each side. It does have a universal port here, so if you want to plug this up to maybe like a stand that you might normally hook up a camera to, the camera I'm actually using to record this has the same hole in the bottom. So if you had like a tripod, you wanted to hook this up to that to maybe record a video in a certain spot, you could actually do that with this. It would work great. Beyond that, the actual lens itself is quite large, so you're not going to have any issue like, setting this up. And on the top, I'll kind of go through some of the options. So if you hold down the left or the right, this will actually zoom the binoculars, and by default the zoom is actually quite large. To give you some idea, and we'll even do the demo, I've got a glass pane window down there that leads into our garden outside, and if I look through it, I can start to see the edge of the garden pretty well on the lowest setting. So it's probably going, if I was to guess, a solid like 50 feet or more. I might be a little off there on my measurements, but it goes pretty far by default, and that's the lowest setting, and it is binoculars, of course. If you want to zoom in even more, you can get really focused, zoom this way in. The menu button and the mode button allow you to change between different options for like photo, video, the different modes that you're going to be looking at, and then you have different shot options of how you're going to configure that. The menu allows you to change some of the more advanced options, and of course you also have the left and right buttons as well. If you tap them, instead of holding them down, you can actually change between the IR modes. The IR in this goes from 1 to 7, and 7 is going to work if you have a full powered battery. You basically have fresh batteries in this thing. You can get it up to 7, and it's going to work really well. So let me actually turn it on, and we'll show you how this works. So it's going to kick on a little splash screen, and by default, I think right now, and I don't know how well this is going to work for me filming it, but right now it's on like video mode. So right now you can see it's zooming in quite a bit, like we're hitting that chair all the way down there, right? So the zoom is pretty significant. I'm going to turn off the light in here, and the only thing you guys are going to be able to see is basically inside the lens here. So this gives you some idea of what this looks like. So I'm going to point at that same chair, and if I want to, go start looking outside, I actually just went out on my deck. You can see the grass outside, you know, and I couldn't even see that standing in here with the light on. So this works pretty well. I think right now it's on like the default setting. I don't even think the IR is on. So, you know, if you're looking for something that could do photos, videos, right there you can see my garden. I've got like a bench out there with garden stuff in it. It's pretty cool, and I'm very impressed with the quality of it given the price. So again, it's not going to be crazy effective. The lens on this and obviously the video quality is going to be lower resolution, but I think for something like this you really can't go wrong. I'll flip the light back on. And yeah, I'm very happy with the unit. I think it's a really cool binocular set. Really wasn't even something I knew was available, and probably years ago the technology wasn't even there for something like this. So yeah, I'm very happy with it. I thought I'd do a thorough review, give you guys some idea of what to expect, and hopefully you found this helpful. Talk to you later and have a good one.